Dearest Her, sometimes the world will try to put you in a box. It's easy when you have a label. One label, a singular word that defines you, that the world handed to you, as if it was a gift which allows you to finally fit in.
And in some weird way, you may feel like this label is the world handing you your purpose, your role to play, because all the world's a stage, right? And we're just merely players. Merely players? So there's a part to play: the cool girl, the popular girl, the nice girl, the smart girl, the quiet girl, etc., etc., etc. And yes, it might feel special at the beginning, like you're finally seen, and that you make sense in this world. But after a while, something feels off.
Something feels tiring. Even the labels that we wanted, that we tried so hard to attain and maintain for others, being a professional, being a girlfriend, being a wife, being a sister, a mother, a daughter, begin to feel like a mask rather than a face that we embody. This label begins to wrap you up like wrapping paper until your vision is so magnified with this one label that you look out into the world and that's all you can see. You see it in every interaction you have. You see it in the judgment behind the lens of their eyes. You feel it in the conversations that you never hear but know happen. So now there are rules about what you can and can't do, and now you are running around trying to keep up this facade, trying to make everyone happy, to keep everyone's reality of you in check. And suddenly you wake up to the revelation that the world has defined you as this one thing.
But my dear, that is so far from the truth. You are not just one thing. Your value and worth is never all tied up in one thing. You are not only good for one thing. The smart girl is allowed to not have all the answers. In fact, the hunger for those unknowns is how she grows. The quiet girl is allowed to speak up. The popular girl doesn't have to promote exclusivity. The cool girl doesn't always have to look like she has it all together. And the nice girl can learn to be good to herself, despite it being perceived as not so nice to others. Don't let the world block your evolution.
You are not merely a player. You are the most important player in your own life. Play around with all the many possibilities that could be you, that spark your interest, that draw you in. Write your own script, tailor it to you. Show up with all your intricacies and facets. And if they are confused, if they don't get you, don't worry, it's quite natural.
Because whether for better or worse, you are something they have never seen before.
And that can be scary and wonderful all at the same time. If you are going to be something, define yourself.
Be yours and be free, whatever that looks like to you. Then let the world catch up.
With love
and much gratitude, Aiesha the amateur
and Jamie the jump kick roo.
Okay.